Hi, boys and girls. Today, we're going to begin our next unit of writing. The next type of writing we're going to learn is called realistic fiction. Realistic fiction stories are about something that could really happen, but they are made up. These stories may be like personal narratives, but instead of writing about yourself, you will get to write about a make-believe character. Let me read Whistle for Willie. And as I read, I want you to think about why this book could be realistic fiction. Whistle for Willie. Oh, how Peter wished he could whistle. He saw a boy playing with his dog. Whenever the boy whistled, the dog ran straight to him. Peter tried and tried to whistle, but he couldn't. So instead, he began to turn himself around. Around and around he whirled, faster and faster. When he stopped, everything turned down and up and up and down and around and around. Peter saw his dog Willie coming. Quick as a wink, he hid in an empty carton lying on the sidewalk. Wouldn't it be funny if I whistled, Peter thought. Willie would stop and look all around to see who it was. Peter tried again to whistle, but still he couldn't. So Willie just walked on. Peter got out of the carton and started home. On the way, he took some colored chalk out of his pocket and drew a long, long line right up to his door. He stood there and tried to whistle again. He blew till his cheeks were tired, but nothing happened. He went into his house and put on his father's old hat to make himself feel more grown up. He looked into the mirror to practice whistling. Still, no whistle. When his mother saw what he was doing, Peter pretended that he was his father. He said, "I've come home early today, dear. Is Peter here?" His mother answered, "Why, no, he's outside with Willie." "Well, I'll go out to look for them," said Peter. First, he walked along the crack in the sidewalk. Then he tried to run away from his shadow. He jumped off his shadow, but then he landed. They were together again. He came to the corner where the carton was, and who should he see but Willie? Peter scrambled under the carton. He blew and blew and blew. Suddenly, out came a real whistle. Willie stopped and looked around to see who it was. "It's me," Peter shouted and stood up. Willie raced straight to him. Peter ran home to show his father and mother what he could do. They loved Peter's whistling. So did Willie. Peter's mother asked him and Willie to go on an errand to the grocery store. He whistled all the way there, and he whistled all the way home. The end. This story is a realistic fiction story because it is a made-up story that could really happen. It has a problem and a solution. It has characters that could be real, has a setting, and uses lots of details to show the reader what is happening in the story. Before we can write a good, realistic fiction story, we need to first develop a character. This character will be in each story we write throughout this unit. When a character is in more than one book, it is called a series. The book Whistle for Willie is a book in a series about a boy named Peter. Today, you are going to get to develop your own character. Will it be a boy or a girl with blonde, brown, or black hair? What color eyes? What will their name be? How old are they? What grade are they in? What do they like? What do they dislike? So we're going to come up with a character together, and then you're going to go to your Google Classroom and find the page that says character page, and you're going to open it up in Google Classroom, and you're going to come up with your own character. Before we do that, we're just going to talk about again what a realistic fiction story is. So it's a make-believe story that could really happen. It has a problem and a solution, real characters, has a setting, and uses details to show the reader what is happening. So we're going to be using the character that we come up with today in our stories for realistic fiction. So once you bring your slide up, the character page, you are going to come up with the name of your character. So you'll double click, and then you can erase the typing that is there. I'm going to name my character Bob. I always like having Bob as my character. And Bob's hair color is going to be brown. His eye color is going to be, let's do brown for that. I'm going to make him 7 years old. And he's going to be in first grade. Now your character doesn't have to be Bob. I want you to come up with your own character. This is just to show you how to do this. And then down here, his likes. He likes baseball. He likes running. He likes his friends. He doesn't like strawberries. And then you'll turn it in. This is all you have to do is come up with the character today. Remember, this is the character that you're going to use throughout our writing lessons. You're not going to worry about drawing a picture, and don't worry about writing your name up here because there's not a box for that. Only do the character name. So really think about what the title of your character is going to be when we write our realistic fiction story. Go ahead, go get started. I can't wait to see your character names. Bye.